That's my damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The veteran kicker, Bram Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out right away. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
Throwing is Rattler. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Here we go, set. 45, snap, red. Cut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
north side of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every really want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung the heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let it palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love, girl, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're all I need to know.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. When you look at the Saints defense, they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game, but this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They go play action with Dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Dart. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taking it about the 36. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. The Saints at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards to go, second down.
Look, come on, set. 5-6. Blue striping. Cut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rattler going to look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
There again is Cooks, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Heel, black. Here we go. 45. What?
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To the air is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pics when I bought my house down. And on the ground, to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm off in the night this cab. Yes, I'm the pilot of this ship. If I get with the
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. Play fake, and here's Dart. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready, drill green. 33, yellow, ready.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rattler. Back to Kamara for another catch. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Rattler wants to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 43. Cut.
He'll look to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Set. Ready. 45, wide.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. But their footwork and speed is negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. And it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw now, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Down. Red. 38.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here's Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing again is Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play action now. Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10.
Pause red. Set. Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That is caught. Now they work this right upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go. 10 black. Set cut.
Here's Rattler. Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. There again is Cooks, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps out delivering.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Red, cycle. Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Blaster, 6.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll go again with Tracy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing his dart. Escaping the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up a 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Dart. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running left is Tracy. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On the set.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Set, hut. 52 full.
Rattler working out of the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Ready.
The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Check, hut.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
The career is my estate when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To the air is Rattler. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. York able to send this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Dart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's second down. To throw is Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Throwing, Dart. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shoves him aside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Here's first down. On to give, it's Tracy. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it with the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Yeah, the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.